Hello YouTube, Andreas here, GlassOrchidAftermath's. I'm a little sick, so I'm going to make a couple videos today because I'm bored. But, no, that's not really why. I wanted to do an entry into Mark's contest. 200 subscribers. Congratulations, man. You deserve it. Definitely one of the, well, everybody's entertaining as far as who makes a video to me. But Mark's 30-day vinyl challenge has inspired a few other vinyl community members to take on that task. And I thought about doing a challenge of my own, but I'm going to wait till the end of the month to do it, and you'll just have to see what that is. But he wanted us to show some memorabilia, preferably 60s or 70s based and counterculture based. Seeing as I didn't live in that time, I don't really have anything. Nor did I really want to go after it, because I'm talking about my generation. First thing I'm going to show is, I got two things here, is counterculture based. Some would say subculture, some would say subgenius. This is Revelation X. The second book, the Church of the Subgenius. You guys don't know what this is, definitely look them up. I'm not a religious person, but more of a spiritual person, I guess. But if I was going to choose a religion, it'd probably be something along these lines. See if I can show some stuff. Like on the cover there is Subgenius founder J.R. Bob Dobbs. And then this book is like filled with like different artists and you know, articles, and it's all like in good fun. It's a religion of slack, which it's kind of contradictory to this next thing I'm going to show. But yeah, Revelation X, Church of the Subgenius. Get into it. It's makes life worth living, or not. The second thing I'm going to show, I was a part of a collective, I guess, back in the late 90s. We weren't really that big of a deal, but it's kind of like how most scenes form, music scenes form, like there's bands that always play together. They all have a common goal. Well, I was part of something like that. We were called 9 Volt Labs. And I have a few things, like that Eeyore 7-inch that I did was one of the releases that we did on 9 Volt. And this is what I wanted to show. This is another one of the bands that was a part of it, Pyramid Scheme. They were like a hardcore punk band. It's a patch. And I used to have on something, but I took the patch off because the garment was, you know, we all grow up, right? So I didn't want to keep the patch, so I did. And stemming off of that, I know none of us have really talked about this, and I know we don't like to really get politics into the VC that much, but I really wanted to talk, you know, and make people aware of the Occupy movement that's going on right now in the U.S. Basically, it's really inspiring to me. My roommate's actually one of the spokespeople for the one here in Portland, well, as far as to the media, who haven't covered it very well, and probably won't until it gains a lot more steam, which it's looking like it is. I'm sure some of you, at least in the States, know exactly what's going on, but for you folks that are around the world, the Occupy movement is basically, it was a grassroots movement. It's leaderless. and basically people are tired of the way that banks are perceived. The banks got bailed out in the States a couple years back, and they're just getting richer, and the poor are getting poorer. It's not, I wouldn't necessarily classify it class warfare yet, but it's definitely, there's a lot of things that need to change, and it's really inspiring. Definitely watch, I mean, if you're Facebook friends with me, you've seen I've posted some stuff, but definitely watch all the videos you can, read all this stuff you can. Don't go in half-cocked on this movement. That's all I can say, because I mean, unfortunately, some people have caused it to lose some credibility. But yeah, the Occupy movement, basically the revitalization of America, as it were, changing some laws, making Congress more accountable for their actions. You know, basically reworking the system if we can. Yeah, there's I mean, it's too much to talk about in one video. So, but yeah, I just wanted to raise awareness and know that I'm thinking about it. I'm sure some other people are as well. And yeah, so that's my entry. And the reason I brought up the Occupy movement is because it reminds me of that 60s, the anti-Vietnam protests, the civil rights movement. You know, it's to me, I mean, you know, I'm not a black guy, so I don't know what that was all about. I mean, I understand why it happened, but I've never felt the oppression, I guess, besides being a, you know, punk kid or a nerd or whatever, you know, being bullied. But I think this is on par with those. This movement is, it's going to change things, and I really believe that. So I think it is a counterculture thing, and I think it's going to make a difference, and I hope that everybody out there thinks that way, hopefully. You know, there are some things I don't agree with as far as what's been said in the movement, but the majority of which I do. So yeah, do your research, kids, and look that up. So there you go, Mark. A little counterculture, a little Politico, and all through a stuffed up schnoz. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. I'm going to show you some records here in a bit, because not even illness can keep me from buying records. Love you guys.